You're on.
All the lights, all the time. Hello. Welcome to Monday. It's not Thursday, even though I'm here. It's Monday. Sarah's still off. I don't know if she's still in London or on her way home. So you've got me. There's a few things. The raffle is sold, but the card is with Sarah. She took it to London with her. Didn't leave it behind. So Drew and I can't do that one. We might do it later if Sarah pops into the shop. If not, it'll be tomorrow. Okay. I'm sorry. I did say send me a photograph, but that's no good because you need the little doobly what's it torn off.
If she starts joining, we can do a split live.
Can we?
Yeah, you can do split live. So Mum could be live.
Sarah, you could do a split live. I don't know how that works, but if you can work it out, we'll do a split live and we could do it like that. That means another technology thing to our bow. I had a look around to bring you something to show you, to talk to you about. But because we did a thing in the shop last week, there's not a lot to show you. We opened the box and we had space and aliens and unicorns and fairies, so that's on. We've got some black back in stock for those of you who've been looking for black for masks, but other than that there wasn't really anything. I'm sure I picked something up. Oh, pipe cleaners, where did I put those? Did you know we have pipe cleaners? I don't know if they're on the internet actually, but we have pipe cleaners in stock, which they say, well, chenille sticks they are, which you can use for your nose pieces like that, okay? So they go in like that, but they're going to have to be removable because I don't know how washable they are, and you'll need to twist the ends down. But even if you use them for the kids, I mean, look at those colours together, I love them. So, and we also have nose pieces, which are designed for going in your masks and going on your nose. They're ultra bendy and they will go back and they're washable. Okay, so these are, I think they're both 15p each. All right, I'll make sure some of these go up on the internet because I don't know whether they're on the haberdashery or not yet. Sarah's been pretty good at putting stuff on as it's come in, but things do get missed. I'm in the process. I found a couple of things today that haven't been online. So like the flower garden. Remember the 2-pocket zippy thing that I did, and I did the grey on the outside. Well, we've got that in a lime and navy and a turquoisey tealy colour. So I'll put those on because I couldn't find those either unless they're in somewhere that I've not looked, which is not unusual because it's a bit of a dad look. So who's joining us today?
We've got Carolyn, we've got Jean, Grace, Catherine, Sandra,
Hello.
Eileen.
Hello. Right, we're doing coasters. Doing rag. They're rag things. Okay. I was quite pleased with this. I might carry it on. I might unpick that little bit and pull it out and carry it on, because I quite liked it and I liked the way it worked. You can make them into rugs. So I don't know, I didn't iron this. They reckon that as you go round you should iron it, but I wasn't going to take it back off the machine, quite frankly. So we're going to talk you through this. Now I've used this. This is the stuff, it's got dog hair on it. This is the stuff that you use for clothesline. I bought this in biology or on the internet or something, and it's a cotton rope. But the stuff to use, because is this. All right, this is what we've got in the shop, piping cord. Now, depending on how delicate you want it, would depend on your sizing. Okay. Now, we had loads of this because we bought it in for the giant floor cushions. If you want that as a class, just ask, you know, because we can do that. The giant floor cushions that we took on Hochanda, which didn't go quite as well as we were hoping. So I'm going to use this. Okay. You want however much, and I would imagine you could just keep adding however big you want it to be. Now, we've called it a coaster, so I've done a coaster. I think you could choose different colorways and do it as a table mat, keep going. If you wanted it to come out elongated, when you fold it, you would fold it long like that for when you were going to sew them together. Okay, so you would do it like that rather than curling it into a tight coil and keep going. Scraps, you know, the scraps that we do, some of us throw away. You know, when you get a scrap that wide and you think, I can't be bothered with that, I throw these away, which I now am going to start another box to hold all of these so that I can do this type of thing. Jelly roll strips, they're also good. They were slightly big. I reckon you want something about, what would that be? That'd be 1.5 inches. Yeah, 1.5 inches works quite well. I found that it got quite, it didn't, what's the word? Wind as well. So we're going to start this. Any questions so far while I've been wibbling?
No, but Jake says another storage box, and then he's got like an emoji, a palm face emoji.
Yeah, well, I probably wouldn't need to buy one. I just need to move the ones that I've got round. Right, we're going to start with one of these, I think. Okay, come from by there to by here. Of course, I left my glue stick at home and think I can find a glue pen anywhere in the shop or at Sarah's. So I've just got the glue refill that I found in a drawer. So what you want to do is you're going to put a bit of glue on the end. Okay, I probably should have started with a thinner one. Let's start with this one. There we go. So I'm going to put a bit of glue on the end. I'm going to make sure I don't put my my arm in it. You're going to put your cord in the middle. You're going to fold this down a little bit and then fold it over. So we want another dab of glue. Sorry, I've got to try and remember to keep it like that. Okay, so you're just going to fold it down. So this is the same glue as you use for your paper piecing and stuff. Then you're going to wrap your fabric around. You're just wrapping it around like this. Okay, if you don't want the raw edges, I mean, you're going to sew a lot of them in, but if you don't want the ragged look, then you could bias this, you know, do it like you would use bias binding off the roll, or you could fold and iron like you would normally for your binding. Okay, so we're just wrapping that around. Okay, once you've got a fair bit, about 6 inches, you're going to fold it in like that and just roll it. Okay, you want to try and keep it quite flat, so you're going to roll it in on itself. Anybody saying anything while I'm rolling this?
Sandra said at least it's going to be tidied away.
Tidied away? Yeah. Trouble is, when you keep all these scraps, you've got to do something with them. And as good as these things are, you've got to have the time to do something with them. Sorry, I moved. Okay, so you're going to take your pins. You're just going to stick them through into there, just to hold it in place to begin with. Okay, so we're over to the machine. Now you want to put it onto a zigzag, and you want a wide-ish zigzag. Okay, so I'm going to put mine on 5, and I also don't want it tight, so I'm going to put that up to a 2.5 and hope for the best in it. So we go in that way round. So we're going to start this. Now I've put a jeans needle in here. The lady I watched on the internet, she used a sharps. Now I figured a jeans needle would be better. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to find where your footprint goes. And we're going to go slow to begin with. Okay. Bless you. And you're going to follow as well as you can. That's not liking it. Right. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay. Let's, where's the thingy? Just need to check that I've put the needle in the right place. Tighten that up. This is when you use somebody else's machine, isn't it? Look at there we go. Right. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay, there we are. We're through. There we go. You want it? Right. Lift, move. Don't drag it round. And I think I'm in the right place. No, I'm not. I'm way out. Let's go around there, shall we? This is the difficult bit. The beginning is really difficult, you know, trying to and choosing a dark fabric like this was really a rookie mistake there. So we're just going round, and I'm trying to put my needle so that it goes between the two. I'm using a what's the word, variegated thread for 2 reasons. 1, I like it, and 2, that was what I'd left in the machine from Thursday. We've got a lot of variegated. Sarah showed you a load, didn't she, when we were going around the shop? Go up, I want that pin out. There we are. So you can take the pins out as you go round, that way you're not sewing into them. And going round. Any questions? Any?
No, so far.
No. I went to Newton Beach yesterday because I could take the dog. Dave and I went. It was really cool. I love the beach anyway. But at Newton Beach, I'll get myself all caught up in this, aren't I? Sorry. At Newton Beach, they've got these formations in the sand done by the worms, and they're light. They must wash away each time. They have to, but they over time they go hard, stone-like. But closer to the shore, they're sort of new and really fragile. Right, as you get to the end, you want to do more rounds and keep going until you get a tail like that. So we're going to go round again, and as it gets bigger it gets a lot easier, and we're going round and round. Now, just getting cocky now. Okay, so when you want to add another piece, you take your glue stick. Can you see this now? You take your glue stick, place it on there, a dab of glue, and then you're going to add your piece of material, okay? So that as it comes round, it becomes part of that. Now that's just one way of adding. Did you see Sarah do the t-shirt material with the crochet, and the one where she cut slits in it and added them together that way? That's another way that you can do it. You can get faster as you go round.
Suzanne just asked when you do it by hand.
Do this by hand? Yes, you could. I would probably use, if I was going to do it by hand, I'd probably use the perlé or an embroidery thread, and I would sew around and then do a stitch that encompasses both. Like every fifth one, go through to give it a pattern on the way round. But there's no reason why you couldn't sit and do this by hand. Okay, so we need to add another one. So which one are we going to add next? We need one that's a bit longer. Right, this one is too long. There we go. There we are. Right, this one's bigger. So what you're going to want to do is take care as it goes on and centre it like that. No, take it to the end would probably be better, and then you're going to wrap it round. But you can see, although it takes up more space, so there's less wrapping, it doesn't go around as well. Okay, can you see how it becomes quite loose? So that's why I would go with a thinner one. But we're going to continue with this so that you can see how it goes into the pattern. Okay, so I'm going to go round. Now I don't mind the ragged look, but if you do, then you're going to have to do something with the sides so that you don't get the raggy look. I'm thinking I might try a rug. I know they've done jelly roll rugs in class, and some people had to unpick it quite a lot. Well, one person in particular. I don't think I could be bothered with that, but I like this. The rope or the piping cord, because it's thinner, it sits flat a lot easier. I think it's skipping. There you go. I'm going to cut that off.
Marie said she did hers by hand. It was a little tough, but it's still enjoyable.
Yes, I think it's something that you could sit and do in front of the telly. It's quite mindless. It's not a it's not like you have to concentrate, Right, I'm really making this quite rough so that you can see how it will go. It all sort of folds into itself. Okay, can you see how it's going? It's skipping stitches. Maybe I'm going too fast. This is why I would use, definitely use a jeans needle and stuff. You want it to be strong enough to go through, because that's quite a thick layer there. So you can see how you would keep going. To finish, you would do exactly like you did at the other end. Now I need to get rid of this. Let me just finish this because I've gone too far with it, really. I need to add another piece so that I can show you how to finish it off. Not that this is big enough for anything. Okay, but you don't want to see this. This is going to be really quick. So is there anything that you want to know? Can I tell you about anything that's in the shop or what we're doing? Have you seen our Zoom classes? They're starting to sell really well. The folded star cushion was a big seller. I mean, this will now be our 16th one, I think. It's a technique that you will want to do again and again. The rag dolls are quite cute. Oh yeah, it's not liking this at all. Right, so you can see how you just keep going round. Okay, in fact it's not very good at all. Right, so I'm going to, you've got to the end, all right, you've got to the end of your rope, and you're going to do exactly what you did at the other end to start it. Okay, so you're going to put, see, there we go, put your glue on there, and then you're going to fold it down and around as you would the other end. This is going to take some, okay, you just then keep sewing. I'm not going to do it because I've broken my thing again. Why is it? It went perfectly yesterday. Perhaps it's too long. So yes, you would get to the end. You want to fold it around the end of your cord and make it neat like you did at the other end, to the end, like that. And as you fold it and twist it, that will fold and sew into that bit. Okay, so we're that way round. Let me just re-thread this. I'm being really gentle with it, I promise there. There you go. Okay, so where you folded it and twisted it, you're going to keep going round to the end. There we go. Anybody saying anything?
Jean just asked, is the card the name on the card being revealed yet?
No, Sarah went to London with it, so we will do it as soon as she gets back from London with the card, so that we can do. We'll either do a big reveal this afternoon, or it'll be tomorrow. So keep an ear out for the white gecko badoing. Okay, so we've got to the end. I'm going to go backwards, look up the stitches. So you can see how the end goes. Now if I'd have had a little bit extra, you could do it so that it tapers off into there. So it sort of gives a tidier tapering off. But you can see how they work. I quite like them. I'm definitely going to make some, I think, for my table. I don't like the table mats I've got at the moment, so I keep saying I'm going to make some. So I might give these a go and see how they go. That's it. It's a really quick one. I'm going to go back out and walk slowly towards the shop so that I can soak up some rays. Any other questions before I toddle off?
No, it was quite quiet today.
Yeah, well, hopefully they took me at my word on Thursday and they've gone to the beach. Go get yourself out on the beach while you can, before the government decide that we should all live inside again. Like, I don't know. I was going to say hermits, but it's not really hermits, is it? No. Anyway, don't forget, if we do go into lockdown, we're online. We're on the other end of the phone and the computer, so you can, and we'll go back to delivering if we can. Okay.
Yeah, Delivery Drew will be back.
Yeah, Delivery Drew will be back, and Delivery Sarah will be off in her car with her book blaring. It was nice. I quite enjoyed it. I got to listen to my book a lot, and I found parts of Barry that I never even knew existed. Ampanath.
I quite enjoyed it as well.
It's nice to get out. I don't know how we're going to be when it gets all rainy and stuff, but my steps aren't as good if I'm in the car. Isn't it funny that with this steppage has stopped and I'm not actually getting as many steps, although I seem to be doing just as much walking, it feels. So there we go.
I used to cycle every time I did delivery, so my steps is up always.
Does it count steps when you do? Oh.
Well, I normally do about 14,000 steps a day.
Really?
Yeah. Not on my days off though.
See, I got to 8,000 and all my bones ache. I can't get out the chair in the evening, but then that's not unusual for me anyway. Right, that's me. I'm done. Sarah's back tomorrow with something else. There's a crochet project. I'm sure it was a crochet project. So she's back with crochet tomorrow. And I'm off Thursday and Friday and the weekend. So I'm not sure what we're going to do. It's supposed to be raining, so I'll probably tidy my sewing area and find another box for my scraps for these. So let me know if you make some, and I'll enjoy seeing them. See you next week. Ta-ra!